I'm not very good with keeping relationships going, and I'm not very good at putting out videos, and I get in my head. I get in my head about it. So I do good for a while, okay? I do good for a while, and I might put a few videos out, and then I just stop. But honestly, things have been kind of boring. Like things, not to me, it's not boring because it's my life. I'm just trying to live life. But to make videos about some of this stuff just seems boring. The plans out here on the property are progressing, and it seems like things are kind of speeding up now. I thought I saw someone out of the corner of my eye. It was just a reflection in my side mirror. Whew, that got me. Okay, so things are just going really good. Like the plans are going good. And we got the soil test done so that we can get the, there it is again. That is freaking me out. I'm going to just lock my doors. I mean, I feel silly, but I'm out here waiting on Patrick. Okay, back to what I was going to say. We got the soil test done, which was the first thing that we needed to do before the staker or surveyor would come out to do the electric. So we got that done, and we went and talked to the electric company and kind of got a plan in place for that to happen. And so that's kind of like one of the big things was we knew we didn't want to be completely off grid. We knew we wanted electricity, and we need internet. And I know that a lot of people are going to say you don't need those things. No, but we want those things. And it's going to make life a little bit easier for my business when I move my business out here. And also, I need Wi-Fi for my business, and he needs it for his online schooling. And it's just one of those things where, you know, we did try to live off grid. I'm repeating myself from previous videos. We tried to live off grid, and we did it. So we know we can do it. We have the means to. We know how to do it. But we're going to live with some modern luxuries as they're available to us now. So the water is another issue. It's going to cost a little more than what I really thought it would. So when he talked to the water company, he kind of got more of a breakdown of the cost, because the water line would have to be ran from a ways down the road, and they would have to run it up to our property, cut across the road, and then up like a ways up from the road, because we're kind of a ways back here. So we will be hauling water in until that can be done, which isn't going to be a big deal. So we got that stuff in place, and fairly quickly we need to get our septic done so that we can work on our housing situation, and you know, get a house that we can live in and get that situated before winter. I'm really praying and hoping that we have everything prepped and ready and winterized, and that we will be in by this fall or winter. I keep thinking October, and I've been thinking October for a few months now. I don't know if the Lord's telling me it's going to be October. I don't know what's significant about October, but things are kind of rapidly progressing. So another new thing that I am free to share is Patrick accepted a job offer with another company. So today was his first day on the new job as a supervisor at a new company, and he was doing, you know, training. And I know he's had a long day, but I think it's a good day. I think, you know, he's had a good day. So I'm waiting on him to get here, which is another thing. Our communication is horrible. I don't know if we're actually meeting up here or if he was coming to the house in town. Like, I don't know. But anyway, it's not a big deal. If he just goes on, then I'll just go on. I need to feed the dog anyway. Okay, so I apologize for leaving some of you hanging and not replying to some of the comments on some of the older videos. I'm just I'm just not good at keeping relationships going. My family, yes, but I struggle with like friendships and relationships. I do struggle, and I know I struggle. I myself personally would just love to be isolated from everybody, from the world, from everybody, and just come out here and just live a quiet, isolated life, and not have to deal with the world. It's really hard for me to engage. And I know some people might not believe that about me, but it truly is. I could be a hermit. But I know the Lord's not going, wouldn't be happy that I would do that, because it's not biblical, for one. We are supposed to gather with others. It is biblical to, find a church or a small group or something. And I have been getting back into the swing of trying to get back into church and trying to connect. Sometimes I feel like I'm connecting, and then other times I feel disconnected. And it's really hard for me to want to go. But I'm like, I love you, Lord. I know that you ask us to do these things, to, stay involved with the community, with other believers. And knowing that it motivates me to get up and go. So even if I have to go alone, sometimes the kids don't go, I'll just go. And I always feel good when I do. I always feel good. The worship makes me feel good. And there's always like a message or a word or something that, I can glean from. So I know it's, pleases the Lord when we choose to come out of isolation, make that effort. I think about how we are supposed to build ourselves up in the Lord. Like, that's a personal thing. So, yes, I can do that at home. I can do that, in my own private space. But I also know that there's a different kind of building up in the Lord when you go to a congregation, or when you meet with a group of people, or however you choose to worship with others. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm not good with relationships. I think that carries over into my YouTube life. I overshare. I know I overshare. I have made videos, and I feel like I probably need to go back and filter through some of them and delete a lot of videos and clean up the channel a little bit, because I do overshare. And sometimes when we get in our feelings, we share too much out of those feelings, and sometimes it's inappropriate. So I try to stay off. I've tried to stay off of here and not share or overshare, especially before things happen out here. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to make videos about all of this stuff. I'm going to wait until it's actually done and then share it. Then the other thing in my brain is, why? Why share? Why are you sharing this? What's the point? There is movement. My heart is beating really fast. There is movement in the woods. So I'm going to stop the camera for a minute. I'm going to walk over there, and I'm hoping that's a deer and not a human being. I'm just going to get out and walk over there. Do you see it? I think it was running through again. I think it's deer. I honestly think it's deer. I've already got myself spooked. Waiting for Patrick. it's just deer. But I have to tell y'all this because we had issues with some people that was gonna move in on the hill beside us. I think it was deer. Anyway. Oh wait, there it is. What is that? That's chickens! Okay. Okay, I'm an idiot. It was just chickens. Hey. Hey girls. What you doing? I feel like such an idiot. I'm gonna leave it. I'm actually gonna post it. And I'll continue sharing what I was gonna share. We had some people that the guy that we bought our land from here was going to allow some people to buy some land right next to us, and they were going to use the bottom of our driveway and go up the hill beside us. And I felt kind of uneasy about it because of we found out some history, we found out some things, and I thought I don't want to live next to a potential can I say drugs on here? Can I say drugs online? I don't want to live next to some people that may potentially have drug dealings going in and out, especially connected right in our driveway. You know what I'm saying? Really, 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 really made me uncomfortable. I didn't want to be one of those kind of people where it's like being hateful. But we came up one day and there was some stakes at the bottom of the driveway, and it had a name on them. And so we were like, oh, okay. They're really going to do this. So I have been in prayer like, Lord, I don't like the way this feels. I don't want to be afraid of not knowing who could be living right here down the road from us. And we already kind of have that here in this area where you can tell the lifestyle that they're living, and they walk this road and you just know. So it really made me uncomfortable, but the Lord worked that out. They're not going to be living right there. They're going to be living on down the road. They're going to buy some property on down. And I felt so relieved because we've had people come up here and we're not here all the time. So Patrick had put some trail cams up just so that we could keep an eye on the place. And he decided to put a gate up so that when we're not here, we can lock it up, because we are going to be bringing material in. We are going to be bringing stuff up here. And if people are up here snooping around, we don't want anything to get stolen. So we do have a gate, and we have been, I don't want to show too much, but we have still been working. As you can see, we got stakes up. We know where everything's going to go. I believe he's going to rent the equipment again. And we have to finish clearing out over here where the other tiny cabin's going to go. That tiny cabin will be my office, my workspace, and it'll be his office too. We're going to share that space. And it'll be like our pantry. And so everything is going wonderful. I just don't have a lot of exciting things to show and to tell you. And yeah. If you're keeping up with the news, with the politics and all this stuff, there's some comical stuff going on. Like, it is absolutely hilarious. And I feel like it's a part of like one side, like one party being exposed. But it's comical. It is so just funny. And I thought, oh, I want to make a video on that. So I still may do that. I still may make some of those political videos in the meantime. Because some of this stuff, it's just like, wow, we've got to know we've got to know these things. We need to know all this stuff that's going on, because it's going to help us make our final decision on November 5th when we all go to vote. Did you hear me? When we all go to vote. So if you're on the side that says my vote's not going to matter anyway, I don't want you to think that way. I do not want you to think that way. If we all said that, like, what would happen? Yes, it may be rigged. Yes, there may be things going on, but I still feel like while we have the freedoms, we need to express our freedoms and exercise our freedoms and get out and vote. At this point, it's like we vote for the lesser evil. Okay, so I am voting Republican. I'm going to lay it out there. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to try to just fly under the radar. Do I agree with everything? No, absolutely not. But I feel like that is the best choice that we have in the situation that we're in, because the left is just, it's a no for me. And that's when I say it's comical. Things going on with the left is comical. And I watch some of the news talk and I watch the clips of things going on, and I'm like, this is so crazy. If Americans don't see, if you can't see what is in front of you, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you. So I wasn't gonna take this route on the video. I was just gonna update you, but it's life. We're all dealing with it. We're all living through it. Our future, is kind of weighing in the balance, is being determined. And we know what we see. But some of these things have to happen because it's biblical. They have to happen. So with that being said, we need to watch what's going on in the media. We need to watch what's going on in the political realm, because we need to know what we're praying for. We have to, y'all. Those of you that believe, you have to know so you know how to pray. So much, y'all. And as we pray for the country, as we pray for the leaders, as we pray for this election coming up, it can change things. Okay? It can change things. So for you to say, I'm not going to vote, it's not going to matter, pray, and go vote. It will change things. I believe that. So if it doesn't go the way that we want it to go, don't get scared. Don't be scared. Some of the things have to happen because it's biblical. Okay, just remember that and be like, okay, Lord, it didn't go the way that I thought, but I'm trusting you, and I know that He's going to take care of His. I know He's going to take care of His people. Let's just roll on into it. While we're here, let's just do it. Okay, so me and Patrick, I don't know if you would call us preppers, but we like to be prepared. The channel's called Prepared Living. I just enjoy it. I enjoy the lifestyle that comes with being a homesteader or a prepper, okay? We're not full-blown. We dabble, okay? But we want to do more of it. And through the years, we've learned a lot of survival tricks. We've had a lot of survival experiences. These experiences come from us putting ourselves in situations to say, if this was a situation that we're in, could we survive it? Okay. And we've made a lot of videos doing some of the things. Okay. We both enjoy doing that. And that's not for everybody. But for us, we enjoy it. And there may come a time when the Lord will say, I created you this way so that you can teach someone else, so that you can help someone else, right? In a time of need. Say someone does not know how to preserve food, and they don't know how to do some of the things, and we have those skills. There may come a time when those skills are needed and we're able to help somebody. You see what I'm saying? It's not that we're living from a place of, I'm scared and I'm going to go underground and I'm going to have 10 years worth of food and I'm going to hide from the world, which I would be okay with that, but I can't do that. So we're not living from a place of fear from doomsday, because I know who I belong to and I know who's going to take care of me. And when this world goes to crazy town, I know where my eternity lies, okay? So I'm okay with that. I just enjoy the lifestyle. Let's say you do not enjoy the lifestyle. Let's say you have no desire to can food or to do any of those things. Or maybe you don't have the financial means to do those things. And you are living like from day to day, barely making it, which is the story of a lot of us right now. You're barely making it. You got a family to feed. You got rent. You got mortgage. You got car payments. All of the things, right? The American dream, y'all. And you can't. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. If you're a believer and you belong to the Lord, I truly believe that if things got super, super bad, there was no food to be bought or whatever, right? Like COVID, when all that happened, we were out of stuff. I really believe God's just going to take care of you supernaturally. I know He can. I know He can. Either He's going to send someone your way. He's going to provide food for you somehow, some way. He's going to make sure that you're safe and you're, it says I'm at house. Oh, I'm at cabin. It's Patrick. God's going to take care of you. Okay. I'm torn. I got to stop the video so I can reply to Patrick and tell him I'm at the cabin and I'll be home shortly. Okay. See, we did not communicate this. I can't wait to hear about his day, though. I can't wait to hear about, what'd you do? How'd it go? All the things. So, okay. I'm going to stop it here. Just wanted to give an update. We're still trucking along, y'all. Everything's good. Plans are rolling, and there's progress being made. God bless. I hope you have an amazing day.